Menendez, and I am one of the Deputy Directors for the Department of Arts and Culture. I'm here on behalf of our department and on behalf of Dr. Shel Sanchez, our Director, who sends her best wishes for this wonderful morning. I'm going to keep my remarks very brief because there are a couple other people that I'd like to bring up that are far more important to speak to this exciting moment of reopening this beautiful library, the Alamosa Library. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how it takes a village to do projects like this, and how we know that there are a lot of people that had a hand in making this renovation happen and making it happen in such a timely way. So I just want to take a moment to thank you all for being here, to thank everyone who was involved, and we'll get into names of people in a little while. And also just a special moment to bring up in a moment our District 3 Councilor, City Councilor Klarissa Peña, who I want to just acknowledge is an incredible supporter of community generally, but has been an ongoing and reliable supporter and investor in our libraries. Not just this project, not just this branch, but all of our libraries, but also just really ongoingly has been a tremendous support. So we're just so grateful for all that you do for the communities. And with that, I want to bring up our City Councilor Klarissa Peña.
The most important person here. Say hi, Sophie. So I'm just gonna start by saying I am so darn excited. This is just amazing. I have to start out first by many years ago, the Alamosa Neighborhood Association worked really hard to get this center and to have a library included as part of this center. It was a really strong grassroots effort. The members, some of them have since passed. If you guys recall, the library is actually the Alamosa Robert Murphy Library. He was actually a member of the Alamosa Neighborhood Association who fought for this. He's long since passed away, but I'm sure he's so excited seeing what's happening here today. And when we opened the facility as a whole, this library was amazing because we needed a library in the community because it's an underserved community, so we needed a library. It was amazing at the time. It was rows and rows of books. But walking in here today and seeing how open and airy and how inviting it is here, it's just it's so exciting. It really needed the refresh. I know we put in the AC, all the new furniture. I'm just so excited to have this in this community where it's still very much needed. I want to thank everybody who's been part of this. I think you're going to ask Janet and Julia to come up and speak because I know they've been advocates for the libraries forever. Oh, I know they've been advocates for the libraries forever. Just to give you a little brief history, when the Unser Library, which Swan and other community members advocated for the Unser Library, and City Councilor Ken Sanchez was the counselor for the area, we advocated for that, and the two Southwest District libraries were slated to close. And we fought hard to keep them open. Janet, we all fought really hard to keep the libraries open. And as you can see, it was important to do that because it's a valuable asset in both here in Westgate community. I don't really have anything else to add, but I really want to thank the staff here. I want to thank everybody who worked on making the facility what it is today. If you can raise your hand, I know IT guy is here. Everyone who, like she mentioned, it really takes a village. So appreciate all your hard work on this, and it's important for the children in our not just our district, but regionally. So thank you so much. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Okay, so I agree that the most important person is in your arms, because as people who have met me and when I come into the libraries, I'm one of the first people that will say that a library helped raise me. And I actually, my library growing up was here in Albuquerque, was Main Library, and it was a place that I went really frequently as a small child. after school and all kinds of times because I needed it. I needed the space that gave me access to books that my family couldn't afford. So I agree that libraries are for all of us, but it's especially important for our young people. It certainly was very important to me. So again, so many people that I'm looking out upon here who have been so instrumental in making sure that this particular renovation happened and happened quickly. And I'm not going to say everybody's names, I have them all down, but I know that Kate is going to talk about them in a moment. But before I bring up our library director, I am going to invite one of our strongest advocates for libraries to come and just say a few brief words. Janet Sayers, who's a member of our Library Advisory Board and is the current chair of the board. And so I'd like to bring up Janet Sayers.
Okay, emphasis on brief. So I'm Janet Sayers. We have a 15-member library advisory board, of which 11 are appointed by the City Council and 4 by Bernalillo County. I have the honor of serving. My history, 1955, yes. 70 years ago, my parents rolled into Albuquerque on Route 66. And I grew up off of Carlisle and Candelaria. The Erna Ferguson Library was built, where's Esteban? Okay. The Erna Ferguson Library opened when I was a junior at Del Norte High School, rah-rah. And lifelong reader. My mom encouraged reading before I realized I needed glasses. I read as a little kid by doing that. So so now I read large print books and I have reading glasses and all that. And I appreciate the library acknowledging readers of all levels, of all ethnicities. We have books in multiple languages. And so I'm an advocate for libraries and having them maintained well, operated. Thank you to the maintenance staff, to the IT staff. And with that, I will, yes, thank you.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to close out today by bringing up our library director, the division manager for all of our libraries, Kate Alderete, who joined us back in February. Is it February? March, somewhere, not that long ago, and has jumped in with both feet, and again is such a strong leader and support for all of our branches. And so we're going to bring her up to close us out, and I just want to offer one more time my thanks. I'm just going to stare at people who I know were really instrumental in making this happen fast. Where's Kelly? There's Kelly. And again, what a beautiful space we're in. I look forward to coming back and bringing my granddaughter. And so without further ado, I'll bring up Kate Alderete, our director.
Good morning, and thank you. Like Elsa said, my name is Kate Alderete. I'm the director for the library, fairly new. One of my first meetings was actually with Councilor Peña to talk about this library and this renovation and ultimately what is today. First of all, I just want to welcome you all, our dedicated patrons, neighbors, community leaders, and friends to the celebration of our Alamosa branch library. After months of planning and eager anticipation, our new refreshed Alamosa branch is officially ready to reopen its doors. I want to invite you all at this point to look around and take a look at what this renovation is, and it truly is more than a renovation. What it is to me, and I believe also to you, Councilor Peña, is a commitment. It's a bold statement that in this community, which is also my community, this is where I'm going to bring my daughter to grow up in the library. We value knowledge, we cherish learning, and we believe in the power of a shared space. We know that a library is no longer just a warehouse for books, though rest assured, those beloved books are still here. A library is now a vital living room for the neighborhood. It's the only place in our community where you can walk in and access free technology, world-class resources, dedicated study space, and a knowledgeable staff, all under one roof. We have seamlessly blended the quiet, comfortable atmosphere of a traditional library with the necessary resources of the 21st century. This refreshed space is built for connection, whether utilizing the faster Wi-Fi, thanks to Oscar, attending a job readiness workshop, or just curling up with a great new novel. Alamosa is now designed to support every stage of your life journey. Projects of this scale and importance never happen in a vacuum. I think we all learned that very quickly. They are the result of vision, perseverance, and genuine community collaboration. So I do want to take a moment now to offer my profound gratitude to the many people who made this dream a reality. First, to Councilor Peña and the voters who supported this initiative. Thank you for your unwavering belief in the value of public libraries. Your decision to fund this project is an investment that will pay off for decades. Next, to the Friends of the Albuquerque Bernalillo Public Library, the Albuquerque Library Foundation, and the Library Advisory Board, all of our generous individual donors who are the heart and soul of this institution, your tireless fundraising efforts and constant advocacy ensure that we can offer programs and resources that go above and beyond. So thank you for making our library stronger every single day. And finally, to the incredibly dedicated staff at the library, specifically Kelly Murphy and Rihanna Fox, who worked tirelessly with staff to make the transition in and out and then back in again to the library space just seamless. To Elena Maestas, who spent hours crunching the numbers, making sure we were on target. To Misty Atwood, for her tireless work with vendors to realize the vision of the refresh and the space and bring that into reality. To Oscar Montanel and his team in IT, they're the reason everything goes, literally. They even showed up on our last day to figure out where to plug in the furniture, because that is a feature here, which is great. Let's see, and thank you to Steve Cordero and his team at maintenance. Steve, early on you told me that you'll make sure we look good, and we look great and ready for the next chapter. There is literally nothing in this branch that this team did not push to the finish, so thank you, Steve. I also want to thank our team in our material service handling, Eileen O'Connell and her team. Little things that come together logistically. This morning I was very, very happy that the journal was here. Those things are really important, so thank you. Finally, I want to take a moment and thank our dedicated library staff. Brandon, Anita, Megan, you are the face of this place. You packed every book, worked out of a temporary space, and handled this transition with professionalism and grace. So thank you. This beautiful building will only shine because of your commitment and expertise. So please join me in giving our amazing library staff a huge round of applause. The story of the Alamosa Branch Library has turned a page, and we are ready to begin this exciting new chapter together. This place belongs to all of you. It is a source of equity, an engine of opportunity, and a beacon for everyone who seeks knowledge and connection. So, without further ado, let's officially open the new refreshed Alamosa Branch Library.